Yeah, so constitutional carry, as I understand it, is where basically the state says, okay, your right extends as far as the Constitution allows. So as long as, I guess, you're not violating, say background checks or whatever, like you're entitled to have a gun and carry it, and which I guess is kind of an odd concept, because if the Constitution allows you to do something, no law can abridge it anyway, right? But setting that aside, I mean, that's what that means is the state is saying we're not gonna. You get to do whatever is permissible under the Constitution. So places that require you to have a license, and I think Georgia's pretty. I was gonna say liberal. I guess that liberal with gun carry and concealment and things, but I don't know. That might be a confusing term. Yeah, I would say we're more free than a lot of places when it comes to gun rights. What I have seen, and I guess this is just anecdotally from people that I've spoken to, they'll get a concealed carry permit even if they don't necessarily have to have one, because it streamlines the process of buying a gun, going forward. Which I haven't, honestly, the vast majority of gun possession cases that I've seen is possession by a convicted felon or possession during the commission of a felony. I've come across maybe a couple in my career where someone's like, well, I'm charged with possession of a firearm, on government property or something, or they got pulled over, at a school, and, they weren't allowed to have them. But the vast majority of possession cases that, at least around here, that I see prosecuted are, you're not allowed to have a gun because you're a convicted felon and your rights haven't been restored. Or they like to throw on, if you commit a felony, not just, aggravated assault or murder or something like that, but even like a drug case. If you've got a gun within arm's reach, they'll charge you with, say, possession with intent to distribute and committing that felony while having a gun in your possession, which tacks on an additional 5 years for the first offense, mandatory consecutive, and then, as I recall, second offense or more, then it's 10 years. And it's mandatory consecutive. I could be wrong about the 10 years part, though. I'm pulling that out of the air. So say if you get 5 years for the possession or whatever offense, you would get an additional 5 years, not concurrent, but consecutive for the gun charge.